are you?
Alright.
Okay. You can tell this is an amateur gig because you can tell everyone has written their notes on there. I'm more so an amateur because I've actually done the dickhead thing of writing it on the hand that I use. Okay. We're doing this in lovely Coffee Aroma. We're doing this in a great place, Coffee Aroma. It's a great place to come for real coffee. Not that instant shit, proper coffee. Proper coffee, you know. They're the creme de la creme, you might say, of coffee. They're so good and they're so passionate about it. They actually gave me a statement. The manager gave me a statement to read out to you all. Because of how passionate they are. Okay. Fuck Kenko. Listening to the point. Okay. One moment. Okay, students. Are there any students in tonight? Give us a cheer. Woo! Okay. I'm an ex-student. You know, let me give you some financial advice as an ex-student to a bunch of current students. Don't do what I did. Don't get into the state that I got into. For God's sake, do not budget your money responsibly. Spend it. Go out. Spend it all. I was sat in my room in courts, 40 quid a week, no exceptions. Or hated it. Everyone else was out there having fun. They loved it. They were living life. A friend of mine, he actually spent his first loan instalment on a £1,200 flat screen TV. The best year of his life. He's in prison now. All he did was play on the Wii. He just played on the Wii the entire time. He loved it. That's all he did. People would come up and go, hey, you're going to go to that lecture? Fuck off! I've almost beat Wii Federer. Yeah, so he loved doing that. His favourite was archery. He loved it. He loved Wii archery. Give it one of these. Fuck my degree. Yeah, so that's what he loved. That's what he loved. I've been in a bad mood actually recently. I've had a bad few days, to be honest, because I've received some bad news. I actually went on this. I actually did an online test. There's this website, and they asked you all these questions, and it turns out that I'm a Hufflepuff. That put me in a bad mood, you know? You don't want to know why it put me in a bad mood to be sorted into Hufflepuff House? I'll tell you. Because no one wants to be sorted into Hufflepuff House. It's the shit house, everyone knows that. It's awful. Like, you are a student, you're 11 years old, you don't know anyone, and you're sorted into Hufflepuff House, yeah? You're sorted into the house with the word puff in it. You're open target. It's so embarrassing that I actually had to come out to my parents as a Hufflepuff. Say, Mum, Dad. I'm a Hufflepuff, I always have been. Do you still love me? Yeah, we still love you, don't worry about it. Yes, we don't forget about grandchildren. Quite proud of that. Like, if I was in the Harry Potter world and I was sorted into Hufflepuff House, I would opt out. I honestly would. I want to stay in there. If I was sorted into Hufflepuff, I'd opt out. I'd be in the hall, in the Great Hall, on my own. It'd be Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and mine. Covered in owl shit. I would prefer that. You know Harry Potter? Yeah. He wasn't going to be in Hufflepuff. He didn't want to be in Slytherin, but he wasn't going to be in Hufflepuff. Remember the first film? He comes in, he's about to get sorted, nervous, doesn't want to be in Slytherin. Sits on the stool, about to get sorted. Not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not... Hufflepuff! Slytherin was it? Slytherin! No, he said Slytherin. No, he shut up, he said I'm just going to go sit on the Slytherin table. Goyle, man, budge up, Goyle. Yes, those Weasleys, bunch of cunts. He fell on down the fucking river. Fucking Gryffindor. Quite proud of that one as well. Yeah, but Harry Potter is my generation's book. It's my generation's film as well. And every generation has their own books and their own shows and own TV programs and stuff like that. Our generation is different though, because we don't just have different pieces of media, we consume it differently, and this is mainly down to the internet. And I'll give you an example of how this is different. For example, there are generations alive today that will say things like this. Hey, do you ever see that show, The Magic Roundabout? Yeah, I used to watch it all the time, it was crazy. Yeah. And then this generations after that will come up and they'll say, hey, did you ever see that show Biker Grove? Yeah, I used to watch it all the time, it was crazy. One day my generation is going to come up and they're going to say, hey, do you ever see that video where that girl shat in that cup? Let's off in this shit vomity mess. Yeah, I used to watch it all the time, it was crazy. Shock videos. They weren't around 20 years ago. They weren't around, the BBC weren't on that shit. Can you imagine? And now on BBC One, your weekly shock video, in which Carol Vorderman is going to cut off her own nipples and feed them to the Deputy Prime Minister. And now, Peter. Right. That's about it. I know it was quite short, but that's about it for me. There is one thing I'd like to say though. One thing that's happening recently that a lot of people are talking about is Hurricane Sandy. And it is an awful thing. You know, people are losing their lives, people are losing their homes. One of the worst things about this experience is that you'll get people in America, these preachers who come along and they'll say things like, you know, Hurricane Sandy is because we legalizing gay marriage. If you honestly believe that gay people can cause hurricanes, you might want to be a bit nicer to them. Before I go, one last word. You know that shit about me being a Hufflepuff? Fuck off, I'm a Gryffindor. Thank you!